morning. My name is William with Funtown RV. You've had your walkthrough video. You've been brushed up on how to operate all the devices and the gadgets and gizmos inside the unit. Now, what do you do after you're done with the unit? After a day of camping or season of camping, what do you do next? Pause it. Okay. First thing you do, drain all black tanks. This unit only has one black tank because it only has one toilet, but follow me here. I'll show you where your black tank is. Before you empty this black tank, you will hook your sewer hose up right here. And then once the sewer hose is hooked up, you will pull this valve out. After black tanks are empty, follow me. You will mix you up a bleach and water solution or some kind of industrial cleaning agent. And once you do that, follow me. You will open the toilet. Put it out on my foot there. Push this down. Then you'll put all your bleach and your water solution. You pour that down the toilet. You need at least 2 to 3 gallons. Once that's done, come follow me. Okay, this is very important. While sewer hose is connected from tank to sewer, make sure this is open before you start flushing the tank. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to flush the black tank. And to do that, you have a black tank flush valve here. And what you will do, you're not going, it's going to show up. Water. Okay. Basically, like if you're at one of your campgrounds or your RV parks, they should have an area where you can dump all the tanks inside a sewage tank. So making sure that this valve is open, and it'll look like this when it's open. Make sure that's open while the hose is hooked up to it. You turn this water on and flush it. And you probably flush it for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then you will cut this off and stop flushing. Then from there you would unhook the hose from here and check and see how much see if you have any brown residue over here. Should be at a minimum by this time. Once that's done, you'll leave the hose hooked up. And then you will start emptying your gray tanks. But before you empty the gray tanks, you will close the black tank. and you make sure the hose is cut off. Now you open your gray tank, just like that. Oh shit! Oops. Keep in mind, the hose is hooked up at this point, and you will empty the gray tank till they're empty. And to check on the gray tank, your tank levels are here. So you'll see black tank, empty, gray tank, empty. Now we have to do gray tank 2. Okay. Now that we got the, hold me for a second. Now that we have the gray tank 1 and the black tank empty, we'll make sure these valves are closed. Then we'll remove the hose, and then we'll take the hose over to gray tank 2. On me now. Now gray tank 2 is basically the wastewater that comes from the sink from washing dishes and the shower and probably the washer and dryer. Okay, so it's the same procedure. You hook the hose up, and we'll just pull in this valve while the hose is hooked up, empty it. Okay, which brings me to the next thing we do. After we got the tanks emptied and sanitized and flushed out, the next thing to do will be, if you want to put this camper up, we will have to winterize it. This unit has been winterized already, but for practical teaching purposes, we're just going to briefly go through the things that we had to do to winterize the unit. Okay, pause it for a second. Right here is your water pump. It's marked by, says, it's a sign on this water pump fixture that says antifreeze inlet to antifreeze. So when you take your impact or square bit screwdriver, whatever you have available, and we'll open this up. Okay. Here, if you can get the camera in here, in this area right here, here, come over my shoulder and do it, and I'll get on my, all right. Okay, to winterize this unit, this is your water pump, and here is a valve. You see the valve as it's turned toward this hose? This hose, bring it out toward me now. This hose, we'll take the cap off, and we'll insert this hose inside a gallon of antifreeze. This unit should take no more than 2 gallons of antifreeze to winterize. Making sure this valve is turned toward the hose. For all practical purposes, if we want to run it like when you guys come and pick this unit up, we'll take this valve and turn it away from this. So all you have to do is to de-winterize this, is just cut the water on and run it water out until you don't see any pink anymore. Okay. Keep it off for now. All right. Okay. While that particular hose is inside a gallon of water, inside a gallon of antifreeze, basically, all you do is you'll cut on the water pump here, and you will just open all valves, all faucets, hot, cold, until you see pink coming out. Once you see pink coming out, you cut it off. And we will repeat the procedure using the sink in the bathroom. Cut it on. Hot, cold, run it till it's pink. Then with the toilet, you do the same thing. As you can see, it's pink in there, it's been winterized. All you would do while the pump is running is flush the toilet till you see pink coming outside the toilet. Also, the last part, on me for a second. Since we just put a washer dryer unit in this unit, while that water pump is running, you will cut this washer onto the fill cycle here. And once it's filling and you see pink inside the washer and dryer, you cut it off. At that point, all fixtures have been winterized. Give a mock demonstration I'll put inside. When we put the hose inside the bottle of antifreeze, just for all purposes. Basically, while the water pump is going, this cap is off. This will be inside. This will probably be filled up with antifreeze, but this is just an example so you'll know what to do in case it's time for you to winterize this unit. So you will run the water pump until all the antifreeze is sucked out of this container, and at that point, this unit is winterized, and you have antifreeze in all fixtures and all exits for the water. And once that's done, we put the hose back. We will close the compartment. And at that point, this unit is ready to store for the winter or fall, or however long you guys want to store this unit. With this video, I'm going to make a slideshow presentation, so it'll walk you through all the directions that I just explained to you in the video. So if there's any questions, you can email me at william.oliver@funtownrv.com. Have a nice evening. Have a good morning. Have a blessed week. Thank you. My name is William Oliver. Bye.